Well, good morning to you, good morning. It's Tuesday, I think that makes it the 29th of October 2019. I am at a secret location. Secret because it is. And part of the deal is that I end up being given odd little tasks to do. Tasks that normally, well within my capability, and sometimes you need odd tools to do them with. And the other day I was given an odd task that involved, those tubes of sticky stuff that you put in one of those guns and you cut the nozzle off, and then you screw a long squirty sort of nozzle on it, and then you squidge sort of sticky stuff onto a surface. And I said to the person for whom I was doing this little task, "Have you got a knife?" Knives, oh dear. Do you all watch Dal and his wonderful, wonderful knife making series? That's my idea of a knife, something with a cutting edge and a handle. But I said, "Have you got a knife?" And the person said, "Yeah, I've got a knife." Oh dear. Now, most of you will call this a Stanley knife, and in the normal way I use this type of weapon on a regular basis, and this particular one has got a jobby thing that allows you to retract the blade, except it doesn't work. And when I went to cut the nozzle off, this thing is as blunt as blunt. I managed the job, but not without some fear, because it's always blunt knives that you end up cutting yourself with, and I didn't, I hasten to add. But I determined that I was going to leave this knife in a better condition than I found it, because when I rush back to France as soon as possible, I'm going to be leaving this knife with people and they will attempt to use it. So let's see if we can make this a little bit better. It's always a joy using other people's tools, isn't it? Oh dear. Right, first thing is to pop that screw out and take the thing apart. Let's see what we find when we get into it. Let's see, let's move some things around and see if there's somewhere that I can put you. Right. There's a very old adage about a bad workman blames his tools, but a good workman keeps them sharp. And you can do good jobs with raggedy sorts of tools, but it's so much more pleasurable to use tools that are well looked after. Let's take that blade out of the carrier. Okay, seems to be rusted in or corroded in or something. Well, there's fun. I think this is calling for a bit of brute force and ignorance. That's better. Right. Now the idea of this one is that you should be able to slide this mechanism up and down, but it doesn't seem to want to slide. I think we need to do some stuff with some abrasives on this one, or now when I was a child, my dad would always sharpen blades, but of course we live in a throwaway age now, and no one sharpens anything anymore. We just buy new blades, and to be honest, the price of a pack of new blades, it's not worth the time and trouble to try and put an edge on the old one. Now, let's see if we can make this a bit nicer. Part of the problem with this type of thing is the good old bimetallic electrical sort of, the way that you get an electrical imbalance between the Mazak or Zamak in the States, we call it Mazak in England, muck metal, horrible stuff, and pieces of steel. It's getting there, but I think I'm going to have a little ferret about, see if I can find some fine abrasive. Well, that is better, isn't it? The whole idea of these is that you put it in your pocket, you go up a ladder, you need to be able to get the blade out one-handed, do whatever it is you need to do with a nice sharp blade, and then put the blade away so you don't put it back in your pocket and stab yourself in the leg. So, yeah, that's happy with that. I suppose I could do something with this screwdriver now I'm in the mood for it.